Dear people, we all know Mr. Selva Kumar, who is a retired IFS, who is part of our church for a long time. He and Mrs. Selva Kumar are being a blessing to us in the past. And we also might be aware that he had gone through tough time in the month of June as he had an heart attack. And he is faithful as a disciple, and he has experienced God's grace upon his life. He had been through the surgery, heart surgery, and then he's been healed. This time, he requested us to give us some opportunity for him to witness for what God has done in his life. We have gladly accepted his request, and we now invite him to come and witness what God has done in his life.
Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. I stand here today to testify and witness about the power of our Lord, who has been of great help to me during my time of distress. It's my pleasure to witness the Lord and His power. On the 6th of June, I suddenly had an heart attack and collapsed at home, and I was taken to Sakra Hospital for treatment. At the hospital, our pastor Naveen Ezra spoke to me on phone and prayed for me. And at the end of the prayer, I had requested that I should be given an opportunity to testify to our congregation about the power of our Lord and how miraculous He is. Now, on the 6th, when I collapsed, it was a surprise and a shock for the whole family. However, I did have certain indications of what was coming to me, because I used to periodically go to the hospital for my annual medical checkup. And in those checkups, doctors had warned me and forewarned me that this was coming. And I had kept all my medical records in readiness along with the necessary medical card for hospitalization. This preparedness, again, I must give thanks to the Lord, because He had already given me indications, because we always look for the light at the end of the tunnel, but I can see that light was there at the beginning of the tunnel itself when I was forewarned to be in readiness. But when it did strike, it was a surprise, because I was completely blacked out and immobilized. Now, the operation that I had to undergo was two major operations. One was angiogram to ensure that my arteries were not blocked. And the second was, as the doctor said, it was the replacement of the valve, which was getting calcified periodically. Now, the doctor had said that, looking at my family history, they had said that in all probability, this blockade has to be ascertained before the major operation. So I was in readiness for the angiogram, and when I was laid on the operation table and the operation was done for just about 15 minutes, I was surprised that at the end of the operation, the doctor said it was all clear. I could not believe my ears. I asked the doctor for clarification what he meant by what was clear, and he said there was not even a blockade. Now, I was surprised because I have a family history wherein my father died of heart attack, my brother had a angioplast, and my cousins are all of them are having one blockade or the other, and not less than 4 to 5 blockades each. So what surprised me was when the doctor said this, that there was no blockade in my arteries, I was taken aback. Again, I must thank the Lord for this, because in the year 1990, I used to get the severe chest pain and I used to struggle. But I read an article that taking a syrup of ginger garlic and lime in empty stomach every morning would help. And I did continue that, and it did help me. I do not give credit to this, but then I can give credit to the Lord because He opened my eyes at the right time to do and to take these medications, homemade remedies. So after the first operation, I felt very confident because now 50% of the job was done, and my confidence was roused. Next, I had to prepare for the major operation, which is the valve replacement. Now, in my case, I have a bicuspid valve, unlike most people have tricuspid valve. And the doctor said that the calcification was making the blood difficult to flow through from the auricles to the ventricle. So, and it was inevitable. Obviously, when the operation was to be done, the doctor had given me the full procedure that it would last for about 8 hours long, and how to be prepared, he had cautioned me. And finally, when the operation was done, or when I was taken to the operation theatre, my only request to the doctors and the surgeon was that I be allowed to pray aloud, which they did. And the team consisted of Muslims, Hindus, and Christians, and the chief surgeon was one Dr. Sadiq, ably assisted by other doctors. Finally, I did pray that I surrender myself to the Lord, who is the main surgeon, and I was blacked out because of the anesthesia. And when I came back to my senses, it was after 8 long hours of operation, and I could hear the nurse asking me to respond to her calls and asking me to lift my hand, make some indications to show that I am awake. But to my utter surprise and shock, I found that I was unable and immobilized totally. And then a thought occurred to me that I had forgotten to inform the doctor that I once had a 4th and 5th lumbar degeneration, and that issue I had forgotten to mention it to the doctor. And then a feeble voice within me teasingly asked me, now that you have relied on the Lord so long, let's see how you make it. Now that was a shocking voice and sent a chill down my spine. But I brazened myself and said, come what may, I will surrender myself to the Lord. And then I found that after a while, maybe I must have dozed off for a while, and then I found that I had opened my eyes and I could see the nurse who was commanding me to move my hands and legs. And slowly, to my surprise, I did start moving my fingers, move my eyes and legs apart. All this experience, I must thank the Lord for giving me the courage, giving me the conviction. I had prepared my family eventually for the eventualities. I must thank my family for standing beside me, and especially my son, who was quite cool, and also my daughter, who was very supportive, and my wife. She had literally spent about 15 days with me in the hospital. I thank the Lord, and I thank all our congregation for all your prayers and support to me during my time of distress. At one time, I never believed that I would be back to normal, but now I find that I am very much back to normal. And I was also not sure that I would be able to play my mouth organ, but now I'm able to. And I have now brought this mouth organ to play a song to thank our Jesus for all the help that He has given us. What a friend we have in Jesus. Thank you, friends, for all your prayers and all your support. Thank you very much.